Marshmallow Fanboy, back with another review. This time I'm opening 9 action figures from WWE. All female action figures. I collect the female ones mostly because you only get one per case. And sometimes I turn down whatever the figure is in that case because I don't like the uniform or the gear. And I'm like, no. Or, you know, I've gotten that character before, but there's so many new characters that they put out and so many great details and great moments of time that they put out for each of the female competitors. I just feel like if you were collecting something like Seth Rollins, there's a Seth Rollins figure every third wave, and that gets you know, I think that if you look back one day and you get on a list of the figures, you could pick out the 3 that you like the most, or the 3 moments in time you like the best. But I don't think it's necessarily, you know, a good idea to pick up 3 every year for the next 5 or 10 years. So I'm gonna abstain from most of that. I pick up R-Truth figures because they trickle out, and I pick up things like the Hurricane, and because they're things that I watched before I left wrestling the first time and I came back. But that's neither here nor there. Let's go through them. Start with Rhea Ripley, WWE Female Champion. Rhea Ripley, or Women's Champion. This is from Backlash 2023. I love it when they put what this is from, what the gear is from, so that you can not just own the figure, but if you don't remember that match, you can go back and you can relive that match and relive or wearing the gear in that match. It's very cool. I'm not super happy with the likeness. The likeness looks it looks off. It looks off. I don't like the likeness, but it is a Rhea Ripley figure, so maybe one day they'll come out with maybe a different head and I can pop that on or something. Who knows? Let's see, let's do Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is in a chase costume. Her uniform is this one from Money in the Bank 2023. But this outfit is from a Raw where, at least what I found online, I actually found a Raw where she confronts Nia Jax, sort of gets beaten up wearing this outfit. So I don't know if she had a match in that outfit or if she wore this gear multiple times. I know that she wore it at least once and it was on a Raw. And there's Bayley from, at the time it was Damage Control that she wore this. And she was still on Damage Control when she was doing this. And this is from the 2023 Money in the Bank match. The Money in the Bank match I watched just to see if this was the outfit. It pretty much is, except she had the t-shirt tucked into her belt. So the t-shirt wasn't on. It was just on her person. It was on her belt. But she was still repping that shirt. But here she's wearing it down to the ring. So this was probably not Money in the Bank. But it could have been. It could have been. I don't know if she cashed it in that night. I can't remember. I don't remember. But I will say this outfit is accurate. It just wasn't completely Money in the Bank accurate. Then there's Chelsea Green, which is very cool in this outfit. There is a chase one out there. I haven't seen it, but it looks very cool. It's got the CG for Chelsea Green right on the hat. Of course, the very first Women's United States Champion, and that's very cool. You can see that is from... Nobody's... There's no indication of where it's from. But it's got to be... No guesses. No guesses. I'm just not sure where the outfit is from. But she's wearing that gear. She's got the entrance gear, and of course, below is the in-ring gear. Very cool. And it's Tiffy time with this figure. Look up a little bit, you can see the eyes underneath, which are... Oh my god, is that cross-eyed? That could be cross-eyed. Maybe it just looks that way. But it's got the cool pink and white outfit, which is from... She's wearing the NXT Women's Championship. This could be the night that maybe she lost it, or she didn't have it for very long. So it can't be very difficult to kind of go back through and look and see when she lost the title, or how many times she had the title, because it's got to be from one of those, because that is in ring gear mixed with entrance gear. So she's ready for a match. She's defending that championship. She's not just talking. So I'm not sure what it would be. Cool side image. But a very cool figure. We have Bianca Belair from the WrestleMania Vegas wave with the Howard Finkel Build-A-Figure. Bianca has the outfit that she wore for WrestleMania 39, where she walked away victorious as the Raw's Women's Champion. As the Raw Women's Champion. Sorry, I said Raw's. I was like, what's Raw's? And that's a picture of her from that WrestleMania. That would have been cool to have the information on the rest of the cards as to when that was from. But this is a very cool figure. Of course, she wins the championship at that WrestleMania. This becomes really an important moment in time for Bianca Belair. And a good reason to get a another Bianca Belair figure, because I have a few. And I have Maxxine Dupri. This is the first time in the line for Maxxine Dupri. It's a basic figure, but the basic figures now have more articulation, which is very cool. This is from the Alpha Academy period, which she was out of when the figure came out. She was already on no, still at Alpha Academy, but the shoosh was, of course, Chad Gable's catchphrase, and she doesn't use that anymore. None of the team members use that, but it is a moment in time. It is the first sort of push that she got after the Maximum Male Models angle. It was kind of her first time doing something, and she's still on Alpha Academy and doing well with that angle. So it's very cool. Maxxine Dupri doesn't say where it's from, what show it's from, or what moment in time, but absolutely that is Alpha Academy before Chad Gable leaves. And it is nice to have a Thea Hale figure finally, first time in the line. But my only complaint is that it is from her sort of more rebellious period and I can't remember who it was, whether it was like a Gigi Dolan or something. I can't remember. JC Jane, maybe? I can't remember. There was some bad influence on her, and she started dressing in a way that wasn't Chase University like. I desperately want a Thea Hale from Chase University with the Chase University gear. I think the Chase University is super cool. I think that I'm not done with it, even though it's currently, at least for storyline purposes, been disbanded. And I'm hoping that it gets rebanded, because it was very cool. And Thea Hale in Chase University gear would be very cool. So those are the figures in the packages. How about we find out how cool they look outside their packages? Okay, now that we've got them out of the package, let's take a closer look. And by the way, I said at the beginning that I was opening 9 figures. I meant 8. So 8 figures. So let's go through them really quickly. I'm just going to name sort of what I do like and what I don't like. Let's start with Thea Hale. Again, this isn't the uniform that I associate with the Thea Hale, but it was during her time with JC Jane, I think, that she wore this, and this was sort of her persona, kind of a darker, more rebellious persona for a little while. It's still a really cool figure. It's a really important moment in the history, but for the first time in the line, I would have preferred a more classic Thea Hale. Of course, now Chase U is not a thing, or not a thing for stories right now, but I don't know what the future will hold. Could be that she rejoins it, could be that she's moved to the main roster. Not sure. That wasn't as fast as I thought it would be, but I had a lot to say there. Maxxine Dupri, same thing. She came from, I think, NXT to the main roster. She was with Maximum Male Models, which is where the two X's in Maxxine came from. And she hasn't done much wrestling since she's been there. My hope is that she would do more wrestling and not less. But she hasn't been put in any angles with anybody. The uniform is really cool. It's absolutely Alpha Academy. The swoosh knee pad, the red, the white. It's very cool. It's a very nice figure. The M necklace being painted on is a nice touch. Because I think the M connects the top, holds the top on, and the choker. This is a really nice touch. So for Tiffany Stratton, I have one specific complaint. Not about the outfit. The outfit is outstanding. I'm not sure how it compares to the real thing, and the hat's a little flat. It doesn't shine enough, but it's super good for what it is. Besides, she's only wearing it to the ring. She's not wearing it everywhere or anything. But in addition to the grabby hands, she comes with two really spread open hands. And my complaint with this is that she does it's Tiffy time, and she points to her wrist, and there is no hand that can be exchanged for a pointer hand where she can say, it's Tiffy time. You can kind of pose her in that. You just sort of pose her standard. I think in the package she had hands on hips, so I kept it that way. But otherwise, this is an outstanding figure. It's really, really good. The silver stars look really shiny. The rivets on the belt look really shiny. It looks like there's little gems. It's really cool. It's too bad they couldn't have done that effect on the hat. Or maybe it's the same paint on the hat, but because of the material of the hat, it just doesn't shine. With Chelsea, she comes with a finger, like Tiffany Stratton should have, for shushing. Now, she has two hands with pointer fingers so she can shush on either side of her. Two sort of open, kind of grabby hands. And of course, I've got the shush hand on her right now. She comes with the really, this is really nice. It's soft goods. It's like just a really soft, satiny material. Velcros right to her waist. Like it does in real life, she just separates it and lets it drop before she hits the ring. But really nice asymmetry with the sleeve going all the way down on one side and no sleeve on the other. The gear is really cool. Again, I'm not sure what it's from. It's on the back of the package too, but I'm not sure if it's from her time at NXT or her time on the main roster. So the CG, the cap comes right off, but it says Chelsea Green. All the details are just really nice on the figure, including the shush hand is really cool. Rhea Ripley is a stunning figure, except for the light. I can't get over the likeness. Maybe it's the black lipstick that throws me off. I'm not sure what bugs me about it. The purple mascara should be a little more prevalent. It goes on kind of like a mask. Not like a domino mask or anything, but just kind of a mask. She's got the stuff back here with Dom Dom on there from her time with the Judgment Day and dating, or, kayfabe dating Dominic Mysterio. It's got the Rhea Ripley plates on the side of the belt, which is very, very cool. Very nice touch. It's got all the tattoos on her legs and her arms, and even her extra hand has a tattoo on the back. So 2 fists and 2 grabby hands for Rhea Ripley. Look at all of the buckles on the boots. just really cool, and they're asymmetric too, so the sculpting is really nice on the boots. Tattoos are great with the stockings on there, making them look a little bit faded and not as vivid as they would be. But on the arms, they have the vivid tattoos and the over here. So there's a point of difference with a little bit of fading where the fishnets would obscure it normally. A little bit of not sure what these are. They kind of I know they're accurate and they just kind of hang down, but shouldn't they hang down sort of right across here? Kind of come down? No. Of course, the title comes off. There's a sort of a harness under here. I'm not sure exactly what it does, but just like on Tiffany Stratton, the silver on some of the straps on the midriff look really amazing. Right there on the rib cage, they look good. At least on the back. On the front, they look like they were painted white, but it's still really striking. It's a really nice gear for Rhea Ripley and a really important time when she was on the Judgment Day. Of course, now she's not, so I expect to get another Rhea Ripley figure of her post Judgment Day. Of course, Bianca brings all of the attitude that she brings to the ring every week. The hair, the grippy hand. She comes with 4 other hands. Besides the splayed out hand, she has another splayed out hand. She has another grabby hand. And of course she has 2 fists for punching. The details are really nice. In addition to the title belt, which has the Bianca Belair logos on the side plates, she has the Hollywood star with her name on it, Bianca Belair right there. The gold lips, which sparkled on the uniform, that look really good here on this gear. Even the lips on the brighter gold on top of the gold, on top of the arm sleeves, looks really good, and the gold and the black on the boots, and there's like a texture, and I think it's like some kind of maybe a shimmery material supposed to be there, but the sculpting is really nice. And of course the sunglasses complete the look. She looks like she's having a blast. Again, this is what she wore on her entrance, and of course she lost the sunglasses in the ring, but for the most part, everything is accurate. It's a lot of fun. And I'll end it with these 2 original horsewomen, or 4 horsewomen. And let's see, Becky comes with 2 other hands. She's got 2 fists on her, but she has 2 grabby hands as well. Bayley has a thumbs up and a grabby hand, and another thumbs up and a grabby hand, which is cool. I don't remember Bayley doing a lot of with the thumb. I'm not sure what the thumb is for. It's like ding dong hello should be, with a... Oh, I would love like a ding dong hello with a Bayley with a door frame that just kind of opens so that you could recreate her set. But Bayley was with the damage control when this was. And I think Becky was just the man. Becky was on her own. Becky was doing it. Becky, of course, probably the biggest breakout from the 4 horsewomen. I know Charlotte has won all of the titles, and Sasha Banks is now Mercedes Moné, and she's gone. But Bayley has been, most consistent. Bayley was champ all during COVID, and she and Michael Cole got into it because the announcers, you could hear perfectly. There's no arena, no cheering fans. You could hear Michael Cole give commentary, and Bayley would scream at him and say, "Shut up, Michael! I did this and I did that," and just openly disagreeing with him. It was hilarious, so cool. So Bayley has a thumbs up for some reason, but I love the hair. I love this shirt. Of course, underneath the shirt is the outfit that she wore, is the gear that she wore in the Money in the Bank match that she won. and was able to go on and challenge for the title and win the title later. Let's see, these straps are connected to the shirt, I think. No, I don't think that's right, but yes. No, they're not. Those straps are not attached. They are free flowing. You can take the shirt off without damaging anything. I just don't want to because of the Velcro. I never get the Velcro on that straight. I don't know how they do it. It's got damage control right on her thigh, right there. Damage control. So I think this was right before the damage control disintegrated when she won the match, and then she sort of turned on them. Or not turned on them, but she scolded them for not supporting her more. And then they jumped her, I think. I like this alternate gear. I know that it's a chase figure, and I probably shouldn't have opened it, but screw that. I wanted to take it out and check it out, but also it's a different outfit for Becky Lynch. It's a different look for Becky Lynch. It's one that she used as recently as 2023. And I know it's been announced that she's on a new Star Trek series on Paramount, and that's awesome. But I'm hoping that at some point, she comes back and she's kicking butt again, maybe on the off season. She comes with a ladder, which is very cool because this is the Money in the Bank version of her, and it's not. This is a different night, but the one that was supposed to come with it, the green and the yellow, absolutely were the Money in the Bank gear. So it's great figure. Eight great figures. 8 really specific and really cool moments in time. I don't know all of them, but I know that Tiffany Stratton changes gear a lot. And so I don't necessarily need to know where that's from, even though I can track that down. I know that a lot of superstars change their looks and they use different gear for different matches, and I don't know all of them, but I do really enjoy the different gear on the men and the women. And I like Seth Rollins does a lot of really cool kind of outfits, and Roman has a couple different versions. All of the Shield have a couple different versions of those figures. The Hart Foundation has a couple different versions, even though overall it was pink and black with a pink heart somewhere. But it's still really cool to get. So thanks for hanging out this far, and until next time, enjoy your toys.